Good afternoon, Mr. Mugg, and how are we today?
Fine, thanks.
Mr. Mugg, you have been 12 months unemployed. The job center cannot do any more for you. However, it's not all sand in your pants. We have our training partner Work Train run by Rich plc. They are committed to getting people like yourself back into work and will help you find the right kind of job.
Does the job center not see that I have spent 12 months looking for work, and does it not understand that there are few jobs out there? And for every one menial job there are at least 100 people chasing it. Despite all the empathetic BS on their website, Richer and its sales agents want to help themselves earn commission in shafting the unemployed. Whether they get them into a fair or safe working environment is of no importance to you or them. In the testosterone-filled offices of RR, beating the other bastard and outperforming them in screwing the poor to feed the rich is the shame of the game you play with people's lives. No wonder the DWP has to ask their big mates, the press barons, to vilify the unemployed 24/7 under the intrusive glare of the media spotlight in order to pass such draconian measures, without any significant comment. RR's client advisors, translated as glorified double-glazing canvases, can force me into working for my dole, and that would be classed as a sale. Talk about asking pigs to eat shit for a sport.
And what's wrong with working for a living? I have to do it, everybody else has to. Me can see that you're single and frustrated, a dried-up bachelor. You should be married. I was married at your age, got my own council house, and now me daughter and her little precious and we are shacked up good style. You got to know how to work the system.
In answer to your intrusive and irrelevant point about my reproductive cycle, how I manage my responsible dick is my affair. You are either being provocative or shit is starting to seep into your evidently thoughtless thought process. There is very little money around. The public purse is virtually empty, yet you want me to place an extra burden on the few working people by shacking up with some bird as if she were a bitch in a candle, thus placing an even greater burden on the economy. Stupid. You tell me to play the system. Well, then it is not just the unemployed who are scroungers. Second of all, the fact is you get paid for your work, and so does everyone else who works. At the very least, a citizen can expect to earn minimum wage of £6.08. I will work for no less than that. What you are asking me to do is not work. Perhaps you should read your history and reference the purpose of the Victorian workhouses.
Young man, I have the power to make you starve. Cut your benefits. Maybe then you will have less time to think so stink about a body of men and women who are trying to help. Residence is useless. Arguments are futile and can affect your benefits. We are not here to take your abuse and aggression. My public theatre union has made that clear. What you need to know is that I can dish it out to you big time, but you try come back at me, well, my union and its supporters couldn't care less about that. You get me? You must listen to me. It's about getting your face out there, getting yourself known. You know you've got to show enterprise zeal. You should watch The Apprentice, Mr. Mugg. You should believe in the wisdom of dragons. Then you should. Do you get me? It's like this: if you do free work and get out and about, things happen. You get me?
Only too well. The only people who will profit out of my working for free are the bosses. By being able to exploit a punitive welfare system, they can take a busload of the swelling numbers of unemployed, of which there are many around here, and get free labor at zilch expense. You are a hypocrite. If you and your fellow workers were asked by the government to work for free in the job center or even take a pay cut owing to the current economic climate, your union would have you out on strike. Faster than you could say fag break.
My politics only exist when it suits me, Mr. Mugg. Do you get me?
The DWP should offer real training for real jobs with real skills that would better serve society as a whole. But that is just my naive assumption that a lot of cooperate bigwigs and their puppets in Parliament are going to encourage and fund training, which in turn will diminish the ready cesspool of unskilled unemployed they currently have at their disposal.
It's work, Mug, but not as you know it. Hey boy, don't shoot me. I'm only the piano player. Gestapo, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Yes, you could suck on my unemployed, underemployed cock. Don't spit, just swallow and choke yourself.
All offers of self-employment must be made via the correct channels, that is HM Revenue and Customs. Such action could affect your benefits. Could we have progress, Mr. Mugg? At last you are showing some enterprise, did you know? Many students in England are turning to prostitution to pay off their student fees.
So in England 2012 the poor are now literally being screwed by the rich.